you're the one to ride.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my Fall Decorate With Me Marathon for 2023. I grabbed all of the decorating content from part 1, part 2, and part 3 and put it all together in one video so you all can sit back, relax, and watch tons of fall decorating as I decorate my entire apartment. And I'm also going to be sharing the recipes with you all again that I did in those individual videos. So this video is also going to have a recipe for some homemade pumpkin chocolate chip muffins. That is a recipe that I got from Kaylin Cash here on YouTube. And I'm also going to be sharing a recipe for a homemade white pumpkin hot chocolate. Both of those recipes turn out delicious, so you are definitely going to want to stick around so you can check both of those out. And we're going to go ahead and dive into all of the decorating. I'm starting off with putting the garland up above my cabinets in the kitchen. And anytime I do any decorating, deep cleaning, whatever it might be, I always like to go from top to bottom. That way, if anything falls as I'm cleaning or decorating, I'm not going to have to go back and clean the lower surfaces more than once. So we're going to make sure we go in that same order. After we finish decorating above the cabinets, I'm going to go ahead and take care of decorating the countertops. And one other thing before we fully dive into this video, I wanted to take a quick second to introduce myself. If you are new here today, welcome. My name is Sarah and I love making tons of shop with me videos, home decorating, and seasonal decorating. So if that is stuff that you enjoy watching, I would love for you to join my YouTube family by hitting that subscription button down below. And let's go ahead and dive into all of the content in today's decorating marathon.
You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire.
So right here I am working on pulling my extension cord back through the cabinet. There is like a little hollow section next to the wall for this cabinet. So I have an extension cord that I plug in right below it. It goes up through the side and on top so I can plug in lights. And this is how I plug in all of my garland that I put up for fall and for Christmas. That way it's just one quick, easy space that I plug it in instead of having to climb up on the counters every time. If I had to climb up on the counter, I more than likely wouldn't put the light. So I'm really glad that I'm able to do this. But that is what I was messing with there. And now I'm just going to take my fairy lights and go ahead and wrap them around all of this garland. And I'm also going to leave some links down below to some of my favorite decor, especially the ones from Amazon, because it's super easy to find those links for you all. And I should also have some stuff linked down below from Kirklands. I don't know if I was actually using any of that in this video, but if you are curious to see any of my favorite fall decor, definitely check down in the description box down below because I will have all of it linked there.
Set my world on fire.
I I wanted to give you all a quick little look at the garland with the lights on versus the lights off. I definitely love the way it looks at night when it's dark in here and I have the garland on. It's just such a magical, cozy feeling. But before we dive into doing anything on the countertops, I wanted to go ahead and switch out my Mrs. Meyer's for the fall scent. I absolutely love the apple cider scent. I always just wait for fall to come around so I can pull this scent back out again. It's my favorite scent that I use all year. And of course, I added my little hedgehog that has the little scrubby in it. He is from Hobby Lobby and I absolutely love him. But we're just going to wipe down the counters with the Mrs. Meyer's as I decorate each little section. We're getting started on the area next to the sink. I have my little lamp here and candle holders. I'm going to switch out my cream colored candles for some fall candles. And I had a couple options for pictures to put over in this area for fall. So you're going to see me kind of play with it a little bit before I finally make a decision on which one I think looks best.
Could suffocate my feelings for you. And I could just carry on loving you without no trouble. Colors, you will break my heart just once again.
For this corner over here, I wanted to keep things pretty simple, but also add in a couple little fall touches. So I'm going to switch out my salt and pepper shakers for these really cute pumpkin and gourd ones that I got at Hobby Lobby a few years ago. And then I also have a little pumpkin spice latte and a piece of pumpkin pie that I'm going to add over here, just to give it a cute little touch without going overboard. Since we do cook quite a bit, I didn't want to make the kitchen feel too cluttered. And then we're going to move on over to the stove. I'm going to wipe everything down, switch out the hand towels, but I am not going to be putting any decor on the stove itself. Last year I put a sun on the back of it and I just didn't love the way that that looked. And then over where my cookbook is, I am going to put a little pumpkin there that has the recipe for pumpkin pie on it. I also got that at Hobby Lobby last year on clearance for 90% off. And I think that it was the perfect little addition to this cookbook area. And I have considered getting a new cookbook that has maybe fall recipes in it to switch out, and then possibly doing the same thing with Christmas. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you think that I should just stick with the cookbook I already have out, or if you think I should buy a new one specifically for the seasons.
There's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy we go, easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all.
you've seen any of my shopping videos or my decor haul, then you know that I decided to switch up my decor for the island this year. I saw this idea from Simply Kaylee on her fall decorating video from 2020. I have loved the idea of doing this since I saw her video, and I have no idea why I never just went ahead and did it, because every year I've thought about my island decor and just never loved it, because I've always loved the idea of doing like a little pumpkin patch. So I finally decided to go ahead and do it this year, and I could not be happier with how it turned out. But I just took a cake stand and wrapped some greenery garland around it to make it kind of look like pumpkin vines. That way it kind of brought more of that pumpkin patch feeling. And then I'm just going to take several different colored and textured pumpkins, mix them in throughout. I did use some of the ones from the pick section at Hobby Lobby, and just a little tip if you all get those, most of them are styrofoam, so you're able to just pull the sticks right out of them. The only ones that I had to leave the sticks in were the curly twig, kind of like grapevine looking pumpkins. With those, I just bent it up underneath them so they would sit flat. And I think that this turned out really cute. I would love for you to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this and if you would consider doing this in your own kitchen. I definitely will be doing this again because I just am in love with how it turned out. And I'm also going to add a delicious smelling candle from Hobby Lobby. This is the Heartland Harvest candle with a wood wick, so it has a nice crackling effect, which I will be showing you all here in just a second.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are? What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Undressed when it's cold, and don't they miss the leaves they left behind? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder.
Now we are moving on into decorating in the dining room. I'm getting started with decorating the tiered tray. Then I'm going to be decorating the coffee bar. Of course, I'm going to be replacing some of my charcuterie boards with some fall ones. We're going to make that delicious pumpkin chocolate chip muffin recipe, and we are also going to be decorating the table, so there's definitely tons more decorating to come. You are not going to want to go anywhere.
When it's dark from so far away and show us where we are, it really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Oh, I wonder. Oh, I just wonder. It really makes me wonder. Makes me wonder.
I have walked this street 1,000 times or more, and I hope that I still do when I'm old. Here, memories flash in front of me. I see them clearly. A life I once had is sealed in this town of concrete and stone. And I know
I loved the way my coffee bar turned out last year, so I'm going to be recreating exactly what I did last year with the pumpkin and the corn, the little sign, and then of course my Ray Dunn mugs and my gnome mugs. I just loved the way that it turned out. I loved it all season long, so I didn't see a reason to change it this year. I do have some plans of doing a coffee bar makeover sometime in the new year. I already have the whole thing planned out. I just need to save up some money first before I can buy the furniture, because I will also be getting a new kitchen table and chairs, and it will match my Magnolia Manor collection that I already have in the living room and my bedroom. It is a little bit pricey, so I wanted to make sure I saved up before I decide to go in and make that purchase.
and the walls know every story I have told.
Now we are moving on to my charcuterie board display and the picture above it. I'm going to be adding in some leaf garland to replace that lamb's ear garland, and I'm also going to add in some more fairy lights because y'all know I love adding in pops of the warm lighting for fall. I just think that it makes everything so cozy, and I just love the look of it. I'm also going to be switching out a couple of my charcuterie boards for some fall ones that I bought this year. I also have one that I got on clearance last year. And then the florals that are in the charcuterie board with the basket, I'm going to switch out for a cute little fall arrangement.
The past is written in stone. Though I'm growing old, it is written in stone. And I know, though I'm growing old, it can never be untold. The past is written in stone. Though I'm growing old, it can never be untold. The past, it is written in stone. Though I'm growing old, it is written in stone. I saw her up on the hill, on her way to the mill, proud and all out. But where are you now? Misunderstood, said she would help the ones that she could. No glimpse of doubt. But where are you now? Years have passed and restless legs have settled. We're fine.
right, we are moving into the kitchen now to go ahead and get these pumpkin muffins mixed up and put in the oven before we decorate the table. That way, once I'm done decorating, they will be ready to pull out of the oven and I can go ahead and fill in my little dessert tray. So I'm going to leave a list of all the ingredients down below in the description box, as well as a link to Kaylin Cash's video where she shows her recipe for this. But all you need is some flour, sugar, baking soda, baking powder, pumpkin puree, pumpkin pie spice, let's see, some salt, eggs, and then white chocolate and milk chocolate chips, and butter. I believe that is it, but definitely check down in the description box down below for the full recipe and the instructions on how to make it. They are so simple and so delicious. This is the first time I have ever really made anything from scratch. I had to go to the store and buy the baking powder and baking soda because I didn't even have any, because I really don't make anything from scratch except for some frosting, which doesn't require those. But I definitely highly recommend this recipe. It is so good and so perfect for fall.
Years have passed and restless legs have settled. We're finally home. Down is up. We've been at the top. We're finally home. Years have passed and restless legs have settled. We're finally home. Down is up. We've been at the top. We're finally home. We're finally home.
I'm looking up from my window. Sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Yeah. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I get the wine and the corkscrew. You don't have to do one single thing. You don't know how much I want you. Just looking at you makes my whole world spin. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared.
These before and afters here wrap up day 1 of my fall decorating for this year, and we are going to move straight on into day 2 of decorating, and I will be working on my living room and my entryway. The first thing that I wanted to do is go ahead and get all of my ingredients together for the white pumpkin hot chocolate and put it in the crock pot so it could be cooking while I was doing my decorating. With this recipe, you can either cook it on high for an hour and a half or on low for 3 hours. I ended up going with the high for an hour and a half because I thought that's about how long it would take me to do my decorating, and my goal was to have this ready to drink as soon as I was finished decorating. That way I could sit on the couch with my fall blankets and pillows and just enjoy the fall decor while I was drinking my pumpkin hot chocolate, and the timing ended up being perfect, which made me super happy. But this recipe is absolutely delicious. If you love pumpkin pie, then you definitely need to try this out. The best way I can describe it is it tastes like creamy pumpkin pie in a mug. So I'm going to have the recipe in the description box down below, as well as the link to the original recipe that I found on Pinterest. This isn't something that I came up on my own. I always love scrolling on Pinterest, and this is one thing that definitely turned out and definitely ended up being so delicious.
Keep on waiting, but then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken, 'cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanted to give up 'cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try.
And here is a look at all of the fall decor I will be using today. Everything that is already out on the island is stuff that I purchased new for this year, and then I went ahead and grabbed my storage bins. That way I could grab anything out of them that I wanted to use. And I'm going to go on YouTube and go ahead and pull up a fall background video. I think I searched fall background with music, and I just muted the TV because I had my own music playing. But I always love having these backgrounds on my TV while I'm decorating and have something that brings in the feeling of the season I am decorating for. So if you are looking for something like that, definitely check on YouTube. There's tons to choose from, and I just think that it's lots of fun to have those on the TV.
You're making me wanna try forever. I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. All the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
For the couch, I knew I wanted to layer on a few different blankets. I had a solid white, a solid orange, and then I also had a plaid orange and white blanket that I wanted to put on the couch. And I did struggle quite a bit deciding where I wanted them, how I wanted them layered. And then I also struggled trying to add in the pillows because I wanted to make it look perfect. So I decided to go ahead and leave all of this in as I move the blankets around a few different times to give you all an idea of what I typically go through with my decorating. Sometimes I will cut this out, but I also like to keep my videos realistic and let you all see the actual process of me decorating instead of just skipping through through all of the times that I am moving things around until I finally find a combination that I like. So we're just going to keep messing around with these blankets and pillows until I find a combination that I like. But I would love for y'all to leave me a comment down below and let me know if you end up liking the way that I decided to leave it at the end, or if maybe you would have done something different. I'd love to hear what you all have to say about it.
Found my heart again. You were standing there, you bravely let me in. I could wait 1,000,000 years or more until you came knocking at my door. It's hard to be this real. We can play our favorite song, dancing to it all night long. With you I feel something, 'cause we're both so unashamed. We're not playing any games. I found a star in you, always guiding me.
We're moving on to the end tables now, and I'm just going to start off by wiping them down with my Method wood cleaner in the almond scent. I absolutely love that cleaner for all of my wood furniture. It smells so good, and it always gives everything a nice clean without leaving any streaks behind. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put my fall decor. I'm going to rearrange this just a couple times. I wanted to add in the placemat to differentiate the different wood tones and kind of have just a layer in between, but I did not like the way that it looked, so I decided to go without it. And then I'm just going to move my lamp over to the corner, and I absolutely love the way this turned out, and I think that it brought a nice little fall touch to the end tables.
Hard to be this real. We can play our favorite song, dancing to it all night long. With you I feel something, 'cause we're both so unashamed. We're not playing any games. Oh. I don't know where she came from, kinda turned me upside down. I just don't know what to do. I wanna spend the night at hers and bring her one of my t-shirts so it smells like her perfume. Now I really get what the love songs are talking about, and I just wanna tell her how I feel, scream it out loud. Have you ever...
We're moving on to decorating the entertainment center now, and I'm going to be using all of the same decor from last year, but I'm going to be changing it up just a little bit. I have a little setup to make it look like a pumpkin patch with hay bales, scarecrows, and pumpkins, and I had all of that up on the top with the pumpkin patch sign last year, and then the candles were down on the bottom by the TV, and it all felt a little cluttered. The bottom felt a little bare compared to the top. The top felt too cluttered. So I decided this year, since I already had all of the decor and I loved it, to just flip it and see if I liked it more. and have the candle holders on the top and the pumpkins and scarecrows on the bottom. And I absolutely love the way that it turned out. It doesn't feel as cluttered. It fills in the space on the bottom, and I just think that it turned out beautiful. The only thing that I purchased for this area this year is new fairy lights. The ones that I used last year, the batteries died on them, and it is actually cheaper for me to buy new fairy lights than it is new batteries because of the type that it takes. These are only, I think, like $7 on Amazon, so I'll go ahead and link them down below. I think it's a pack of 6 of them, and they last the entire season for me.
Upside down, I just don't know what to do. I wanna spend the night with her, sprinkle one of my t-shirts so it smells like her perfume. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out of breath when you saw her in that dress? When your heart is beating fast and you're sweating, you can't stop looking at her smile. Then you've been in love. That's how you know you've been in love. Waiting for you if you had to leave. I would wait a lifetime if you were at sea. I just wanna say that I feel that our love is real. Maybe we should hurry up and seal the deal. Take you there. I would give it all away to do it all again. Make our love a story that would never end. Never thought I'd feel so alive, looking in your eyes. Love you till the day I die. Oh, oh, I just wanna love you right. Oh, oh, love you till the end of time. I just wanna hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better, 'cause I love.
I wanted to go ahead and switch out my wall decor above the couch and make it something for fall. So I picked up all of these pictures from Hobby Lobby and I absolutely love it. I did also lower them a little bit compared to the ones that I had up there before because a lot of people have told me I had them hung too high and I needed to lower them a little bit. So I did that with the fall ones, and once I put my everyday decor back up after we get through the Christmas season this year, so it'll be in the new year, I do plan on lowering the everyday decor pictures as well.
Oh, oh, I just wanna love you right. Oh, oh, love you till the end of time. I just wanna hold you for forever. hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve all the bad and the hurt. I know you tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life?
For my coffee table this year, I completely changed my decor for it, and I am absolutely obsessed with it. I saw a picture on Pinterest, fell in love with it, and decided to recreate it. I did change it up a little bit from the picture, and I just absolutely love the way this turned out. And I forgot to mention it earlier in this video, but I am going to leave links in the description box down below to a lot of the decor that I used today. But if there's anything that I don't have linked below, just leave me a comment and I will provide you a link if I can find one. If not, I will at least let you know what store it came from so you have an idea of where you can look to find it. So be sure to leave comments down below if there's anything that you are looking for.
So hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright. So hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up. Just hold on tight. What's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car. Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Hey darling, I love it when it's me and you on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for two. Hey darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car. Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. life, I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Yeah, we only get one life. I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
The train just left this town.
The last thing that I wanted to do today is go ahead and redecorate the entryway area for fall. I'm going to be doing exactly what I did last year over here because I loved the decor. The only thing that I considered changing is the pillows and blanket, but with the decor that I have on the top part, which y'all will see here in just a second, it didn't end up matching the new pillows that I picked up, so I decided to go ahead and just put up the ones that I used last year, and I might switch this out at some point. You never know. That might be something that I put on my list that I want to change next year. And I think I'm going to end up using those new pillows in my bedroom because I really love them and I want to keep them, and that's the only other area I have that I could put them.
All I got was my heart broken. I can see the dawn is coming just for you, for you, for you.
And that wraps up decorating for day 2, and we are moving on to what I did on day 3. In the third part, I did all of my decorating in my bedroom, bathroom, and then a little hallway that's in between my bedroom and bathroom. I wanted to hang a picture on the wall, hang up a wreath, and just add some cute fall touches. So like I've shown before, I always like to put all of my decor out that I'm going to be using, and I put all of that on my dresser for this video, and then I also had some pillows and new pictures sitting down in the floor by my mirror.
I'm breathing. I lost you from the start. Someone said your heart is golden. All I got was my heart broken. I can see the dawn is coming just for you.
And for these pictures, they came in with the hangers that are like on the sides and the middle. And I hate hanging up pictures with those type of hangers. I just don't like using them. It's a pain to get them hung up. So I always like to add in my own hangers. You can pick up different ones at Hobby Lobby in their framing area. And I like to use the sawtooth hangers, which I will show you all in just a second. Close-up of what the hangers look like and the process of me putting them on. But they're super simple. They come with teeny tiny little nails and you just nail it on there. And I have done this with several of my pictures and I just absolutely love using these hangers. And one really awesome thing about me putting up these new pictures, I was able to use the nails that were already up there from the picture I keep up year round. So I didn't have to put any new holes in the wall. I didn't have to do any measuring. It was super simple and I was very happy about that.
I saw you down the all the way. There was something about you that day. I can still hear the shimmering sound. The hill is near, let's get right up. Walk up to the very top. We couldn't tell the sky from the ground. I know my life will never be the same after that day. You wrap me around your fingers and you stay. I don't ever wanna be alone again. In spite of all, you're my best friend.
One other thing I wanted to mention about these pictures, because I forgot to say it earlier, I am hanging up the pumpkin one in the direction it was intended to be hung, but for the leaf one, the way they have the hangers is for it to be facing the opposite direction, so for the leaf to be coming from the right side of the canvas, and I thought that it would be nice having it coming from the left side since the pumpkin is coming from the right, that way they kind of faced each other, so I did flip it around and put the hanger on a different side of the frame instead of keeping it in the direction they had intended on it being hung. And then I'm also going to add in my garland here. This is also from Kirklands, and if you watched any of my shopping videos, then you all know that I checked literally every store I went to for fall decor, and this was the only garland I found that I loved. I wanted something that had the nice like burnt orange leaves, and then I wanted it to already have pumpkins on it so I didn't have to add anything. I am absolutely obsessed with that garland, and I realized after filming that I completely forgot to put my fairy lights on there, so I am going to go ahead and add those in off of this video. But if you come back for my apartment tour, which will be up probably sometime this week, if not this week, it'll be up next week, and I will make sure that I go ahead and add those before I film that video so you all can get a look at everything with the fairy lights, because I think it's going to bring an extra element of cozy to my bedroom decor.
And you stay. I don't ever wanna be alone again. Despite all, you're my best friend.
For the rest of my bed decor, I am going to be using most of my regular everyday pillows. I have these really big tan ones that I got at Hobby Lobby, and they unfortunately do not carry those anymore. They clearanced them out when they had the big home decor clearance a few months ago. And then for the rest of the throw pillows, I always have like the two velvet ones in the front and then a lumbar pillow. I'm switching out the velvet ones for some burnt orange ones. These will be linked. I got them on Amazon. And then I have an embroidered pumpkin lumbar pillow from Hobby Lobby that I have had for a couple years now, and I absolutely love it. And then you're going to see me mess around with the blankets at the end of my bed. I have this chunky knit throw from Target that I keep on my bed year round, but I also really wanted to add in this orange plaid one that I have for fall, and I couldn't get them to layer correctly in a way that I liked both of them. I struggled with this last year too, and I didn't end up using the chunky knit one last year, so I went ahead and pulled that off, and I will be putting that in my blanket basket here in just a little bit.
I wish, oh I wish I could wipe my own memory out. I wish I could do something that will make sense. I wish I would know what you're thinking about. I wish I could wipe my own.
For my bed basket, I'm going to be adding this pumpkin candle from Kirklands, and oh my gosh, y'all, this candle smells so amazing. If you need a fall candle, definitely head to Kirklands and pick one of these up. It had my entire apartment smelling like a really sweet pumpkin scent, and that was just from this one little candle burning in my room. So if you need a good candle for fall, definitely check this one out. They also had one in a white jar that was more of like a stronger scent for fall instead of something on the sweeter side. I prefer sweet stuff, so this is the one that I went with, and I loved the jar that it's in. I will probably keep this jar even after I've burned the candle down because I think that it is really pretty, and you can always like clean it out and maybe use it as like a little candy jar or something. Just think that's really cute. And then I'm just going to add in my little scarecrow and one of my little sets of stacked books. I did try a few different things in this basket before I found the combination that I loved.
Oh, I wish I could wipe my own memory out. I wish I could do something that will make sense. I wish I would.
As we move on to my end tables, chest of drawers, and dresser, I am going to be wiping the tops of them down with my Method wood cleaner in the almond scent. I've talked about this cleaner before, but I absolutely love it for cleaning any wood furniture. It smells so good, and it always has a nice clean without leaving any streaks. And I have these pumpkins here that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. I thought that they would look really pretty with the furniture, and they did, but I just didn't end up liking the way they looked with the rest of my decor because I was going for like the burnt orange colors in my bedroom, and I decided to switch that out for something different, which you all will see in the after photos once we finish decorating my bedroom before we move on to my bathroom and the little hallway area. I ended up changing a couple of things off camera because I felt like I had moved stuff around just a little too much, and I didn't want to make this video too long and too repetitive. Now for this end table, I thought that it would be fun to switch out some of my everyday earrings with some fall earrings. I only put a couple of them on here because one pair I was wearing, and I have a few more pairs that I can't find, so I'll have to find those and add them to this jewelry hanger. But I thought that that would be a really fun touch to add in my fall earrings. That way they're all sitting out and ready for me to grab as we transition into the fall season. For the chest of drawers, I'm again going to just go ahead and wipe that down with my Method wood cleaner. And then I'm going to be adding in my watercolor pumpkin picture that I got at Kirklands that I think is beautiful.
It's just a phase, and everything is going just great. I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop. Can't stop. Yeah, yeah. I always knew that this would happen. Yeah. You would find a new distraction.
I knew I wanted to switch out the signs on these shelves to put in something for fall. And at first I loved the idea of adding in this little lantern to have something lit up and bringing in that warm, cozy glow over here. But it made me nervous because the weight of it kind of pulled on the shelves weird, and I didn't want to risk having something that was going to potentially make these shelves tilt and my plants fall off. So I did end up pulling that off and switching it out for something different. And again, I struggled with these shelves because I had a lot of neutral decor. Some of it was new, some of it was from last year, and I have definitely learned that I do not like neutral decor for fall. I love it for my everyday decor, but for fall, I have got to have my burnt oranges and even the brighter oranges. I just don't get that warm, cozy fall feeling without the orange tones. So I am going to end up returning all of the neutral decor that I bought this year, with the exception of those little sweater pumpkins because I still love those. But everything else I'm going to be taking back. And then I'm going to go ahead and clean off my dresser real quick, wipe it down, and then I'm going to put up most of my everyday decor back on the dresser and just add in a few little fall touches.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow, and the old ways get washed out by the rain. Darling, you've to keep holding on through the
last thing that I wanted to do in my room before you all get to see those after pictures and then us tackle the other two areas we're decorating is go ahead and put some fall pillows on this blanket basket. I picked these up at Kirklands, fell in love with them immediately, and I thought that they would be really cute. The Hey There Pumpkin one has like some tan stripes in it, so it pulled in the tan from my chunky knit throw, and then it also matches that knit pumpkin that I put there. But now it is time for all of the afters so you all can see how all of the decor came together, and I am absolutely obsessed with how everything turned out. And then we'll be moving on to the little hallway in between my bedroom and bathroom.
I will always think of you and me. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you try to get some sleep. If you give up the fight, if only just for a bit. There's a new day, it is waiting for us. There's a new day waiting.
I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I have a wreath that I like to hang on the laundry room door, and this is the wreath that I use. I made this a couple years ago using all supplies from Hobby Lobby, and I believe all of this is still available if you wanted to recreate it. But I did have to go ahead and hot glue one of my pumpkins back on. It fell off while it was in storage and was just kind of dangling there from the fall florals that I have on here. And once I get that glued back on, I'm going to go ahead and fluff up that bow. That way it looks nice and full again.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right.
For this little wall over here, I decided to take down my signs that I had up there and put up a nice fall canvas that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. And I am considering returning this canvas because I saw a picture, it was actually on Hobby Lobby Fanatics on Facebook, that somebody showed that they made like a little cozy blanket wall. They had like a little hanger that they could hook some blankets on, and then a couple of shelves with different little cozy signs, like something, I think one of them said like, let's get cozy or something like that. And I thought that it was a really cute idea, and I feel like this wall would be perfect for that. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you think I should do something like that or just keep it nice and simple over here. And then at the bottom, I did add in a couple scarecrows and a fall sign. And once we get through these after videos here, we will be moving on into the bathroom.
What we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
The first thing that I wanted to do in my bathroom is switch out my soap for something that is a fall scent. I ended up picking this Harvest Gathering at Bath & Body Works, and I typically use the pumpkin apple, but when I went, they didn't have it in a foaming soap. They only had it in the gel. So I don't know if they're not going to carry it in the foam this year or if they just don't have it in stock yet. But this one smells really good and it has that apple scent. So if you enjoyed the pumpkin apple, this is definitely a close second because it smells amazing as well. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add a couple other fall touches. I'm going to add some leaves and a little pumpkin to my little display with my soap and lotion, switching out the eucalyptus and the flower that I had there. And then I'm also going to add a fall candle and switch out my little whitewashed flower for a pumpkin.
Hey, I heard you got a new best friend. Yeah, it hurts a bit, I won't pretend that it doesn't matter that you're with someone else. In a way, that's how it's supposed to be. If I'm unable to make you happy, then it's for the better that you are not with me. That's why I wrote you a letter, 'cause you see.
Moving over to these shelves, I wanted to do the same thing, just switching out a couple items to add in some fall touches. So I pulled down my little plant and I'm going to put a pumpkin up there and then switch out the eucalyptus for some nice orange leaves. And then we're also going to switch out the florals that I have on my little basket that sits on the back of the toilet.
Best friend. It doesn't feel like it was long ago. We were head over heels in love, thought it lasts forever, but somehow we got lost. Looking back, I didn't realize what was wrong with me. I can't.
I also wanted to switch out this bathtub picture for my fall picture that I used last year. And I lucked out hanging up this picture as well because I still had the marks on the wall where I had the nails last year. So I was very easily able to hang this back up without having to measure it. And when I went to put the garland on it like I did last year, I must have grabbed the exact same one that I used last year because it perfectly just laid right back on the top of it. I didn't have to fight with it. And it made me so happy how easy this was to hang up again. But that is going to be all for today's video. I really hope that you all enjoyed watching, and I hope that you got tons of fall decor inspiration for the 2023 season. And if you haven't already, I would love for you to join my YouTube family by hitting that subscription button down below. I post tons and tons of Shop With Me videos, and I have so much fall content planned for this season that you are not going to want to miss. I hope that you all have a great day and a great week, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!
Best friend. Yeah, it hurts a bit, I won't pretend that it doesn't matter that you're with someone else. That's why